We found out Cooper had cancer on Friday, October 1st, 2021, a day that I'll never forget. My husband and I began noticing that Coop's belly was a little bigger than normal, but thought nothing of it until it didn't go away. I took off during my lunch break that day to take Cooper to his pediatrician for what I thought would be a quick visit that would end in us getting some medicine and heading home. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine the reality of that day, that we'd end up at Niswonger's Children's Hospital with a cancer diagnosis. 48 hours after hearing Cooper had cancer, we packed up our entire life and headed to Memphis to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which will be our home for the next 8 months. Cooper's case has been unique in many ways from the very beginning. It took 2 full weeks to diagnose Cooper's cancer as stage 4 Wilms tumor, a cancer that started on his right kidney. By the time we got Coop's diagnosis, the cancer had spread to his lungs and was pushing into his liver, although thankfully hadn't metastasized there. Because this tumor was so large and complex, Cooper underwent 12 weeks of chemotherapy before removing the tumor, his right kidney, and a small portion of his liver. Once his tumor was removed and additional pathology was conducted, it was determined that Cooper would need an additional 4 rounds of chemotherapy. A bit of a blow, but we took it in stride. Although it was hard being away from home for 8 months, I think people are always taken aback when we say that despite everything Cooper had to go through, we all look back on our time at St. Jude with a smile. I very vividly remember our first night there and seeing parents and children alike smiling, laughing, and having a great time. At the time, I couldn't imagine how anyone could smile knowing their child had cancer. But little did I know, we would soon be those same people. It's not very often that you get 8 months uninterrupted with your family, and although I wish it would have been under different circumstances, we made the absolute most of it. We explored, we played, we scootered, we laughed, we cried, we made friends who turned into family. We did it all. After absolutely crushing his treatment plan, which included 14 rounds of chemotherapy, 15 days of radiation, and almost an entire year, Cooper finished on September 13th, 2022. And on October 19, 2022, he had his end-of-treatment scans and was officially declared cancer-free and in remission. Cooper will continue with checkups with St. Jude until he's 18, and we're hopeful that the hardest part of his journey is done.
Cooper is a straight competitor. He has above-average velocity, has above-average spin and brake on his slider, and plus command of his changeup. Coop is also not afraid to go inside on hitters. Once again, on Wednesday at practice, Cooper's throwing live to our hitters, and our middle of the order hitter, Cole, I guess was standing a little bit too close to the plate, and Coop buzzed the towers a little bit and brushed him off the plate. Cole, for whatever reason, decided to stare Coop down, and Coop, he looked right back at him and told him to get back in the box. Needless to say, Cooper struck him out on the next 3 pitches. In our program, we not only recruit great players, but also great people and great teammates. And Cooper fits that to a T. Cooper has an electric personality that makes everyone around him better. He has the keys to the energy bus, and he drives that bus as well. His smile will turn anyone's bad day into a great day. In our program, we talk a lot about working through adversity, being tough, showing some grit, and fighting back when your back's up against the wall. And through the recruiting process, it can be hard to see if players have those characteristics. But with Coop, we all know we are getting a person and player that possesses toughness, grit, and perseverance. And that is what being a UVA baseball player is all about. Cooper, we are honored that you want to be a part of our family, and I can speak on behalf of all your teammates and your coaches and everyone else that is part of the UVA community. We are fired up that you have decided to be a Highland Cavalier.
Go, 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 go.